Hello, this is Math 10 ANW with Mr. Sandhu. We are in Chapter 4.2 of your Mathworks 10 workbook, and this is Example 3 on page 188. A 12-ounce can of vegetables costs $1.49. A 1-pound 2-ounce can of the same vegetables costs $2.19. Which is the better buy? Well, the issue here is we've got two different units. So we've got ounces. There's a 12-ounce can. And here we have ounces, but we also have pounds. So we have 1 pound, 2 ounces. So, one of the ways that we can do this is by turning everything to the same units so we know how much we have and we can compare them to one another. So since this is in ounces and this is in ounces, then why not just turn everything to ounces? I can recognize that 1 pound is actually the same as 16 ounces. Right? That's the same thing. 1 pound and 16 ounces. So in total, I have 16 ounces and 2 ounces. So in total, I have 18 ounces here. All right? So I've got a 12-ounce can for $1.49, 18-ounce can for $2.19. Still a little bit difficult to see which one's the better deal. So let's do a unit rate. We have a choice. And this is very important that you understand this here. You have to make the decision. Are you going to express your answer in ounces per dollar? So I get a certain number of ounces for a dollar. That's one way to compare it. Or are you going to do this to find out how many dollars per ounce? You see the difference. On top is the ounces, below is the dollars. On top is the dollars, and below is the ounces. Both can give you a unit rate. They both can. You just have to be clear on which way you're doing. Okay, let's do both. So let's take the 12-ounce can. I'm going to use this first. Okay, so I'm going to say my ounces per dollar is, my ounces are 12 ounces per dollars is 149. If I take the 12 and divide it by 149, and I'm going to call, well, hold on a sec here. I won't complicate this on you. Okay, so if I've got 12 ounces for $1.49, that means I get 8.05. And ounces are on top, dollars on the bottom, so it's still ounces on top per dollar. Okay, I get 8.05 ounces per dollar. The other one, let's try it. So we get in the other one, our ounces per dollar are going to be 18 ounces per $2.19. It costs us $2.19. So 18 divided by $2.19 gives us, we've got 18 ounces and it costs us $2.19. So we divide the top by the bottom and we get 8.219. Let's call that 8.2. 8.2. And ounces are on top, so therefore 8.2 ounces per dollar. Dollar on bottom. Okay? So which one's the better deal according to this math? Well, you get 8.05 ounces for every dollar you spend. In this case, you get 8.2 ounces. This is bigger. So this is the better deal because you get more ounces of vegetables for that $1. Here's the other way to do it. And, this is a little bit unconventional. I honestly would normally say, how much is it per ounce? In the story like this, the right way to do a unit rate is, how many dollars per ounce? Since the units of the item are in ounces, okay, we're talking about ounces of vegetables. So the units we're talking about are ounces. And so I would say the better way to go would be dollars per ounce. How much does it cost for 1 ounce? So let's just do that and see what happens. So over here, I'm going to say my dollars per ounce is, and in the first case, it was $1.49 per 12 ounces. So in total, my unit rate there, take the money, $1.49, and divide it by how many ounces, and you get 0.1241 0.6 repeat. So I'm going to say 0.124. So you're going to get 0.124. Well, actually, since we're dealing with money here, let's just be a little bit more relevant to money. If it's 0.124, this is dollars, so this is actually 12 cents. Let's just do it that way. So 0.12 dollars per ounce. Okay, dollars are on top, therefore this is dollars on top. 0.12 dollars per ounce. So let's see how much the second scenario is. If we're talking about dollars per ounce, then in the second scenario, we've paid $2.19. Let's fix this here. $2.19 for a 1 pound 2 ounce can. Well, I mean, we've already converted that. It's 18 ounces, so let's do that. $2.19 for 18 ounces. Okay, let's divide the money, $2.19, divided by the number of ounces, and we get 12 cents. It's pretty much the same, isn't it? So it was 12 cents in both cases, but this was a 0.124. Let's just do it then. 0.124, and this one was a 0.121 or 122 rounded up. So $0.122 per ounce. So in this scenario, it shows that the cheaper one, 0.124 versus 0.122, this is less money for every ounce. This would be the cheaper one. And so is this. But what's weird is if you do it this way, this number is bigger. If you do it this way, this number is smaller. And it makes sense. You're getting more ounces for $1. That is the cheaper one, because you're getting more for your dollar. That's the better buy. And here you are spending less money for an ounce, so that is still the better one. Those are two different ways to do it. I honestly like the idea of putting the money on top. So if I was to choose the way that I'd want to see it, this is it right here. This is more appropriate for doing unit rates for these, cans of vegetables. You want to know how much it costs you for 1 ounce. And I want you to remember, just in wrapping up, that the very first step that we made here was that we had to get everything in the same units. Okay? We had to go and recognize that this is 12 ounces, and this is 2 ounces plus an additional 1 pound. And we just turned that into 16 ounces. And the 16 ounces and the 2 ounces totaled to 18 ounces. That was the first step, turning everything into ounces so that we could actually do some of these calculations. Alrighty, thanks a lot, and enjoy the rest of your life.